Melvin says I don't mind supporting the black business.
Yeah, like I said, I listen to Get Up to Boogie Wonderland like to start my day. Like Boogie Wonderland was the song that you just got up in the morning, like get me out of bed. I'm gonna tell you, if you wake up to Boogie Wonderland by Earth, Wind and Fire, you cannot, by law, have a bad day. You can't.
Yeah, Earth, Wind and Fire made some good feel-good
Boogie Wonderland.
Are we recording?
Yes, we are now.
Oh, we're recording. What's going on, peoples? We know we promised you a pop-up because we missed this week's show. We were busy. Had a lot of things going on. We're just working forward. Like I think we made a post or something like that to say we're just trying to get the best content for you guys and move forward with what's going on.
Yeah,
so.
we've been busy. We've been busy in the business world. You know what I mean? It's been kind of hectic for us around these here parts. You know what I'm saying?
Very hectic. You just got to keep moving forward because next year we're bringing big plans. We're going to overhaul what we're doing here with Bridging the Gap, get a whole new look, right, Dev? You're working on that shit.
Yeah, we're going to be getting a whole new look, new layout for the channel, just some stuff to make it look nice and sweet for everybody around, you know, because that's what we need right now. And also, too, I mean, let's be real. We can't just have the same look. It'll get stale.
Yeah, it'll get stale.
It'll get stale. Like, people will be like, oh, hey, there's that Bridging the Gap show, and it just looks equally as awful. Not awful, because it's not an awful look. It's just not up to the standard that I would like to hold it to. So we're going to get that changed up. Maybe, I think we're going to go with royal purple.
You want to
go royal
rocking purple. Yo.
Everybody likes purple, man. Like it's purple. Like purple is the color, man. That commercial that you just asked me about? What was the color? Royal purple.
It was purple.
That's
yeah.
right.
I think it would be good for Melvin's like vision of what he wanted, the way it was looking, and that the colors of the other colors that mixed with it. I thought was pretty dope. That's why we're going to look into bigger things to step up the game because things are going faster. For the people that don't know, like Bridging Gap is actually a part of a company that we have that you see at the bottom of the screen there. It says
the bottom of the screen there. There we go.
Is Mediated Media, which we're using ourselves as proof of concept to show what we could do. You know what I mean? And the best way to get things done when at the beginning of the startup phase of doing something is just doing everything yourself. So there's times that shit gets caught up and we're just not able to do shit. So
right. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. I wanted to say something about let's get to what we're talking about.
All right.
Colin Kaepernick, right? Everybody's been talking about Colin Kaepernick and the whole workout thing and blah blah blah. And the people have opinions on it, and their opinions haven't changed since Colin Kaepernick first took the knee, and that's never gonna change. But I have this video I made 3 years ago where I debunked memes about Colin Kaepernick when I first started. You never seen it. You never seen it. And I thought about reposting it again because I saw someone repost the stupid Glenn Coffey meme.
Glenn Coffey is the guy. Who's Glenn Coffey?
Glenn Coffey was, well, here, I can probably pull it up on screen here. Give me one segundo, por favor. But, oh God, where's the number 7? Jeez. Okay, anyway. So Glenn Coffey is, let me just look up the meme if I can find it. Glenn Coffey 49ers, and there's probably going to be like a meme right here, this meme right here.
Oh, I seen this.
Yes. Now, I actually debunked this whole entire meme. So, for one, he was drafted third round. He gave up a lavish NFL career to serve his country as an Army Ranger. This is they said that to make it look like Glenn Coffey was this freaking American hero and like he's such a great guy. But for one, he played one season with the 49ers, or a season and a 10th with the 49ers. And then he got paid $1 million. So these people are acting like, oh, no, man got paid $1 million. So we can't say he didn't just give up a lavish lifestyle. Coach, if someone gave us $1 million, we could make $70 million out of it at least.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
His first ones are always hardest to make.
Yeah. So I'm like, he did the hardest part. So he got his mill, and then he didn't join the military. He didn't just leave the NFL and go to the military. Glenn Coffey was out of the NFL for about 2.5 years, and then he got hit and arrested with gun charges. He had guns on him. And then he went and joined the military after that, right? So all I put in on that was that people were like, who's the real hero? And I just think it's so sad because they're like, look at this guy. He went and did these things. But Colin Kaepernick, put himself on a stage where he had an influence, and he, I'm sure got the ball rolling and conversation started about a lot of topics that, unfortunately, a lot of people in this country don't want to talk about. and he had to be the martyr for it. You know,
I don't know.
he didn't have to be, but
this is the thing that to me, like when you say martyr, to me it's just like the definition to me of it going in there. To me, I don't think it was that he wants to be the martyr. I don't think he even wants to lead this whole thing. I think he was just speaking, and it snowballed into something, and now he got caught into it because he's not speaking outside of this. He's speaking. He's doing the work. Is where the difference is to me. Now these memes and bullshit, we know where they're coming from. It's gonna come from a side that totally disagrees. Are you gonna find one that makes sense? Like, are you like, why we do the thing? It's like I'm in the middle. I see some good things about what he did with the workout. I've seen some bad things that he did, but I don't know exactly what was said. I don't know what he signed in his first contract, because if you remember when he signed that contract, or that not contract. That settlement with the NFL, for whatever reason it was, whatever paperwork they gave him to sign, it could have been an NDA, a disclosure that he can't speak on it. Whatever it was, he didn't speak until after that workout. And then he said some things that made me believe he didn't sign no NDA.
right,
Or they would have came right after him right then. They would have brought that out real quick.
like bring out an NDA, non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah, it says you can't say that. Yeah.
Right. So basically, he has that power of him. Was that you think that's why whenever they came for the workout, that's what their aim was? Was that?
I think they honestly, like from my point of view right there, I think this is what happened. I think they got the backlash. I think they sat down and said, hey, if we're really going to try to move forward,
We got to offer him.
what everybody is saying that what Jay-Z was there for is not going to work. And they probably sat down and Jay probably said, I think if you really want to show you're sincere, I think you should try to give this guy a workout.
Right.
Now, I think they were trying to control the narrative of it. They really wanted to give him the shot to say, we're going to give you a shot. Here's your honest shot. But you got to sign this piece of paper. Because the way they formatted it made it that way, because they're saying, oh, we only do this on Tuesdays, but we're going to do it on Saturdays special for you. So doing that, we're doing it. No, we never did this for anybody before, so we want you to sign the part of the clause that you had a problem, which was no media. He couldn't have no media in there. He didn't know who his receivers would be. To me, that makes no...
The receivers thing, it doesn't sound like anything. Like, just like, all right,
it doesn't make any sense, because I can throw... But if you control the media of it, you can make somebody look bad.
Right, and also, I mean, I think maybe this is what the wide receiver thing is. They were trying to, because they could easily pass it off and give them some crappy receivers, and then something happens where they don't adjust the ball right and everything. They could say, look at Colin Kaepernick, he's not throwing.
He missed them.
He missed them, even though it's like, no, they just didn't run the route correctly, you know?
I think they should have been able to. I mean, I think they were honestly giving a thing, but they wanted to control how it was done. They don't want to say, okay, they didn't want to do any kind of, because the minute that you said you got 2 hours to respond, whoa,
yeah,
you're coming at me hard and fast. Like, I don't want, let me think about what's going on.
right, because let's be real, why even be in a hurry to get it done this season anyway? Because Colin's not just going to magically show up on someone's team and change the season. If anything, he's going to come back first thing next season.
Right.
You know, I mean, someone might sign him, but you won't see Colin Kaepernick out in the field.
You would probably see him if it was on a team like that. He went to a team that they needed a quarterback help, and he was there for a couple weeks, and he learned the book, and they were officially counted out of the playoffs.
Yeah, but I mean, I was saying
that's
that
the only time you'd see him
come back,
unless that somebody got hurt. He got to a team and they got hurt, and he was the next man up.
Yeah.
It's the only way you would see him in any kind of meaningful game. So, but in saying all that too, there was a couple of things, like, I get it. Like, one thing that I disagree, I agree with people that see this part of it too. We gotta stop comparing that shit to slavery. I mean, we're all really in the slave government when we get up and go to work. You're going to work. You're going to ask somebody for a job. You can't dictate how they say, okay, this is how you have to get the job.
Yeah, in a sense, we're all slaves. So why even compare it? Because actually, you could probably compare just about anything humans do as slavery. Well, I'm enslaved to my wife. That's why I have to go to the grocery store. And you can do that, and like really, it's just sad. Like, just stop comparing everything to freaking slavery. I agree totally.
Yeah, you can't. We got to stop doing that, because it's just because that's one. It's like everybody that does that in that type of manner. You have ancestors that were really slaves. So they're like, you're just like kind of like to me, like, it's nowhere near it was. There's systematic things going on, but there's definitely 1,000 times more opportunities for black people than there was in slavery. You know what I mean?
Like, it's slavery, because slavery, you were welcome to the cotton farm, or whatever, or doing whatever job or mundane task, and that's it. We've come along.
You built a economy.
Yeah.
For nothing, for scraps of food and to be treated like a piece of shit.
Yeah, right.
That's what happened. You can't go against what people you can't. The Kuta Kente shirt to me was just plain out stupid as shit. Because even though it's a fictional character, but it's a story loosely based off of what was happening in story times. It's from Roots. He's wearing a shirt that says, "I'm Kuta Kente." No. Kuta Kente was trying to escape from the plantation. You're calling the NFL a plantation, but you're on the phone saying, I want to play on the plantation. Kuta Kente would have ran from that plant.
Right. Yeah, like I said, so if actually Colin, in a way, defeats his own purpose of, like, doing what he was doing if he goes back. Is that kind of what we're saying?
I think it's one or two things. He can still do what he's doing outside of that, and he doesn't have to make the challenge. Like, I don't have to go in there and say, "Oh, I'm getting back in the NFL. I want to get back in the NFL because I was a little kid. I wanted to play in the NFL. I want to play in the NFL.
Right.
I want my shot to play in the NFL again." You get in there. I don't think he has to go back in there and think, and people should say, "Oh, he's not kneeling anymore. He's just doing this." I think he got his point across. Now it's about the actionable items, like Jay was saying. The point's across. You don't have to, go in there and say, "I'm kneeling from rip. I'm just going in and kneeling and causing the whole scene again." To me, that would defeat the purpose. But if you got the awareness on there and you're getting things done, and you guys are like, we believe, like we had to chat with Melvin, like the whole system has to be turned upside down. But if you had a cause that gets the NFL to do something they never done before, which was give $100 million and at least focus some light on it, which that's going to help in some way. Maybe that will only save one person from getting killed by the cops, or the police realize we got to stop doing this. Even if it's just that.
Even if it's just one life, it's been totally worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah, I don't know. Now, what we're about to get into, I guess, is this isn't the Stephen A. clip that I wanted, because this is about the Hugh Jackson side, which I have no clue what that's even about.
The what?
The Hugh Jackson's take on
he was just talking to. Hugh was probably around, and they're like, "Hey, go in there and talk." You see everybody next to him except Max. Once that Max was giving it to him the other day, they had to get some more black people in there to talk to Stephen A.
because they were like, I'm not Uncle Tom, man. There's no way I'm Uncle Tom. And then, like, it was like all the black guys were coming on like, You're Uncle Tom.
T.O.'s was the funniest. Max schooled him on some shit. I like Max. Sometimes I don't agree with a lot he says, but I agree that what he said was on point. But T.O. just flat out said, Max is blacker than you. That was hilarious, yo. That is like the worst insult in the black community.
He's telling you that a white person is more black than you.
Yo. So that was hilarious. You could see it in his face.
Yeah. Well, the thing is oh, God, what was it? Oh, it's like kind of the reverse, where like you have like of our show, except Stephen A. Smith is coming from the black perspective, or the white perspective, and Max is coming from the black.
Yeah, they switched. They had that meme where they had Max. They like his skin looked like it didn't even look like blackface skin. It was like weird looking skin, and he had like a Caesar cut. It was hilarious, yo. I'm like, these guys are killing these dudes today, man.
Yeah, they were just getting it with the memes.
That's just the way it goes. But overall, I think it just wasn't a productive thing that happened.
No,
it's not going to change anything.
No. Hey, everybody out there, how's that Ohio State Penn State game going? Let us know.
I'm trying to get to that second half of that. We've been screwing around here this morning, working on some things. Well, not screwing around, working on some things. Yeah. And I know
compared to the priority of the game, this is screwing around. It's like, all right, that game's really important. We got to see it.
We got to see it. It was 14-0 at half, but hopefully Penn State can do something.
Yeah.
I got all my haters hitting me up, being like, "Yeah, Penn State's trash."
Yeah, did they even like Ohio State?
Yeah, they like Ohio State.
Okay.
They're actually fans of them. So.
Okay, well, it'd be messed up if like you said people were like, "Yeah, they're trash," and it's like, They're playing the second best team in the country right now. Yeah, you're telling me about how we're trash. Okay. Ranking, if ranking means anything, which I really do think it does mean something. Who's at number one right now?
I think it's LSU.
LSU, yeah. I was say because I knew it wasn't Bama. LSU.
I'd like to finally see a matchup because you never got that matchup.
What matchup?
I think you maybe only got one here and there. It was one of those high-ranked Ohio State teams that went and beat an SEC team. It's usually a SEC team playing another SEC team. But since they made the playoffs.
Well, okay. I was like, because Clemson is ACC.
They're ACC, yeah.
So basically, it's been the past 3 years. It's been like ACC versus SEC.
SEC, and then it would never be like Ohio State never really had to match up against Alabama and LSU, the powerhouses down there.
So wait, after Minnesota beat Penn State, did they keep winning that next game?
No, Minnesota got beat. They got beat by who did they get beat by? Wisconsin, I think.
Minnesota Gophers. I thought they beat them.
No, they lost.
They beat Central.
That's basketball.
Oh yeah, I was saying like that looks a little high to be a football game. Like 82-57. Yeah.
Football. I think they lost to Wisconsin last week. Like,
did they? Well.
Was it Wisconsin or was it? Who was it?
They're showing the tickets. I just want to see their schedule and who they beat. Okay, they win. They did lose to Iowa.
Iowa, yeah.
They lost
Iowa Hawkeyes. We had a tough time with them, too. That was a tough game.
Yeah.
We just blew our opportunity. We needed to get better at what we were doing. We were just staying the same. And you can't go – like, this has been the MO since Franklin took over. And he's been winning games to get in a position to fight for that championship, and whoever wins the Big Ten championship is going to get a spot in the playoffs. That's just the way it goes. Mm-hmm. But a week or two before the big game against Ohio State, we take an L to a team we shouldn't lose to.
Oh, all right, guys, that's personal. A girl to send me pictures of her eating pizza.
Wow.
Sorry, guys, you can't see that. I'm going to have to go over here. That's just...
That came up on the screen.
Yeah, for a second there, I looked. I'm like, oh, a girl sent me. Bro, what if a girl sent me like
some nudes?
Dudes and I'm like live on stream.
No, that's up. She's up now. She's got no. We probably get in trouble for that.
Nah, bro, they would
probably get flagged.
Wait, but how? I mean, we probably get. But like, how could that be my fault? Because you just sent me a message and I just happened to be on stream and I didn't know it was in the picture. I just clicked it.
You just can't be throwing your nudes out around in messengers. Yeah, you can't send them to my messenger. Straight up, bro. If you see my messages and messengers, bro, you'd be like, this dude's out of control. This dude is out of control.
I don't doubt it, bro. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Not a second. Not a second do I doubt it.
It's crazy.
I'm just saying, like, that would have been unfortunate. You know what I mean? So I said, Michael, and like, just fine with the pizza pics, but be careful. Like, you send a picture like that, we might get in trouble. That's all. That's all I'm saying. It's not my fault. Full disclosure, it's not my fault. I want to say that from written.
But it's not. Don't come inboxing, bridging the gap, saying it.
I need a settlement. You disgraced me.
Don't do that. All right, so yeah, pretty much Kaepernick. I don't see anything changing from it. I hope he gets an opportunity because, like I said, he's better than a lot of these people, and it's obvious they were keeping it out. I hope they're sincere. One of these teams just take a chance and put him on a roster and let him finish out what he was doing. And also, I think that would right now to me it is a great victory of what's going on with the NFL. People are just like, oh my God, how are they going to change it with You got to understand they're not just changing. They're putting it where it needs to be. The focus to get into the room was saying it's a chess move. It's not checkers. It's saying we're doing this for. We want you guys to put some money towards police brutality or whatever. We want to focus on that. But the overall thing of it is saying is what Jay has on his mind is what I believe is we're going to get in these owner boxes because we should be in these owner boxes. Mm-hmm. We should be getting some of this owner money because the majority of it.
There's a certain fly on the wall named Melvin.
Yeah, Mel.
who is going to argue that to death that Jay is not in it for he has no agenda. Jay-Z is a businessman.
He's just a businessman.
He does not care. And that's fine, Melvin. You can have the wrong opinion. That's okay. I'm just kidding.
I'd be going at him
honestly,
with that.
To be honest, I really just don't care about the Colin Kaepernick thing anymore. I mean, like, till he starts playing, then I'll start paying attention again. But really, like, I seen it because we're in that man down group and it's just everywhere. But I could just care less, you know, because it just feels like the same dramatic ringer we go through all the time. I mean, is it weird just because you got a president, you got Colin Kaepernick, you got all these people that just you get tired of the drama of Eros? It's just like
I'm over it. I got support for you. I want to see you play. I'm just like, I think that it's not going to get to where it needs to be. Good luck to you. I just keep doing the good work that you're doing, focusing on that. And maybe teach these younger kids, hey, man, there's more than life than just playing professional football. Make sure you get a degree in something or
I think Colin's work,
passion.
NFL doesn't work out. I think Colin's legacy as a humanitarian would probably speak louder to me than, being in the NFL because eventually, he was in a Super Bowl, but he's just going to step out to me as the quarterback, one of those just many of quarterbacks. There's so many quarterbacks that have been to a Super Bowl, and they didn't win. Blake Bortles almost got there for crying out loud.
Yeah, Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles almost got to a Super Bowl.
That was the year of his life for Blake.
Yeah, well, he had some weapons, but also, too, the defense was just playing out of its godforsaken gourd.
Right.
I mean, it was insanity how well they were playing.
So it is what it is. I just think, like, as long as the light's being put on these things and there's being some pressure, to me, anything's progress. Like, if there was nothing there and you got somebody like Jay that's a great businessman sitting at the table at least, I don't care if they're using him. I don't care. He's at least something's – if that's the step that it went from nothing – to, we're just going to pretend like we're doing something. Mm-hmm. He got to give $100 million, the NFL, $100 million to different organizations that fight police brutality. I'm okay with that. Like, who gives a fuck if it wasn't there before and we're at that point to saying, he's being used and used and used instead of saying, he's been doing this whole time. Mm-hmm. He just doesn't talk about it a lot. Until you make them talk about it. They don't talk about it.
Okay.
Moving forward.
Yeah. So none of you guys popped up in the chat to discuss
We're all
anything.
watching the game, bro.
And
this is the weirdest time to have a fucking
It was halftime, wasn't it? I thought maybe we could catch him. But man, but yeah, like I said, it's good to see y'all, all four of you currently that were on the thing. I don't know how many there were of you, but I appreciate anybody that stopped by and gave us a little listen, little lissy-loo. But come at us, guys. We love when you talk to us. I mean, just tell us like, hey, my gram made cookies. Cool. Like, we'll talk to you about how your gram made cookies.
Right.
We'll talk to you about anything. We'll talk to you about your relationship issues. Come talk to Dr. Love and Dr. McLovin over here.
Dr. Love and Dr. McLovin.
Yeah,
bro, imagine that on the door.
Bro, that's it. We need a sitcom where it's like you're like we're like a relationship dating thing. I'm like sitting there like oh, you just have to be more sensitive to her feelings. And you're like you gotta bend her over and you gotta. You just say something like out of pocket.
Bro, that's pretty much how it really is.
Listen, man, you can't say that to her. Here's what you gotta do. You gotta go in there and you gotta not on some Donald Trump shit, but you're like, you gotta be a man.
All right, yeah. So, but one more thing also, you guys, we're gonna push for a lot more interaction next year. We got to get those interaction numbers up. So if you believe in us and you like listen to, just say something like Dev said. It doesn't really matter what it is. We'll just look out, shout you out. If you got something going on, we always say that. Let us know.
Yeah.
We want to be a part of it. We might come check it out. Give it a lookie.
We're all about opportunities here too. We would love to give people opportunities if you're in our network. I mean, how are we going to be aware of giving you opportunities if you're not within our network talking with us? Right. We're not even aware of your existence, basically, at that point.
We don't have no idea. I remember I met a couple people. This was weird on that note. I know a couple people that were on my Facebook for the longest time, and they're doing all kinds of good things, and I never knew it. We were communicating, and I never knew what they were doing, but they knew what we were doing.
I don't know.
It's
So
like, that's weird.
does
Like,
that speak volumes about us? Because then they're like, oh, yeah, we see what you're doing. It's great. And then they're like, but you're doing great things. Why haven't I heard about this?
right? Which way was it? You guys are trash. I don't want you to.
Yeah. Or
is it you guys are better than what we're doing? I don't want you guys to see we're not there.
Yeah, right.
Which one was it?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Like, no. We don't want you to interact with. Yeah, your thing's cool. It's lame. I don't know. But they're like, yeah, like, it's like those people we talk about. They're like, all right, come to me when you have this.
Right.
Yeah. Which, by the way, guys, again, I would like to re-advertise. We have a YouTube channel that you need to subscribe to, and if you don't subscribe to it, Coach will personally come and eat your grandma's cookies that she baked you. He will walk in.
I thought you were gonna say something else, but okay.
Well, get your mind out of the gutter, Coach.
I was like, what is he gonna say right now? What is he gonna say?
PG.
PJ.
Well, it's such like PG-13 because I think we did say like I can't say it now because then I would change it right to an R rating. But I think we said bad words somewhere at some point during this, and I just don't know where. Sometimes they just come out like
Bridging
the
Gap
plague.
is definitely rated R because it goes some places sometimes.
Well, just think if it had this girl sent me a picture of herself naked, it could have went to like triple X.
Oh, it went to X.
Yeah, I mean it could have been bad,
Went to X.
Like I said, you gotta be careful. Look, she messaged me again. Like, like you can't put this stuff out here. This is my personal information, guys. You can't. I gotta click that. You can't see who that is. All right, but as always, stay beautiful. Take care of yourselves, Coach. You got anything else?
Monday will be our wrap-up show of Bridging the Gap before the hiatus until the new year.
We got a special presentation that we're putting together for that.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we want you to stick around and see 2 years worth of Bridging the Gap. So as always, stay beautiful. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one, and go Penn State.
Peace.